I forgot how nice it is, isn't it? It's like an actual theatre.
It's good.
Look at this place. Wowzers.
Behind the start of disallowed goal, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate I have to start with that because I thought we were absolutely excellent, but we'll go back to that in a second. I'm a big fan of VAR. I don't know where that one lives today because I think VAR's ref the moment when the referee and the lines person have got amazing views. They've clearly made a decision. All their experience and years of doing it goes out the window because they'll find contact, and they're going to find contact. They find contact in virtually everything. The amount of contact in the game we all know, or for me, not everyone is alarming. Anyway, the lack of contact, the favourite penalty when he stood on his toe, and I don't know whether he wrote, you stand on your toe in a queue to get on the tube or whatever, you don't fall over. But anyway, apparently that's a penalty nowadays, so we all know about that. So my question is more about where's the line between trusting the on-field moment and the referee's instinct and what they're doing, and part of the VAR for me, and many people probably won't agree because they'll say there was contact. But if I'm the person in the VAR room, I'm looking at the referee's position as well. I'm looking at the lines person's position. What view have they got? Because they're actually there live and it's live action. It was perfect today, in my opinion. The referee's view from the reverse side, the lines person's view from the front side, it is the perfect moment for them to be allowed to referee the game.
You had the view on at the end of the first half, and Adam was getting his shirt pulled with the penalty. Did you have a chance to see that?
Yeah, they said they were pulling each other's shirts, so I'm not going to go into everything. I'm a big fan of VAR, but it can't, that's my point, it can't be refereeing every moment. But in a game where so many soft things now in football anyway, but every touch is nearly a foul, or if it's not nearly a foul, it is a foul. And then that moment that's not enough for me. That's not enough. That's where you got to go, no, that's not enough contact to make a mature professional footballer who's incredible. The balance of these guys now, they're lean, they're fit, and yet seemingly the minimal contact makes you go on the floor. So that's where I think the game's got to be really careful. I've said it for years, and it's still got to be careful, I think.
On the performance, in recent years, seen so many Everton sides that 2-0 down for 20 minutes away from home would have capitulated. This side did the exact opposite, and I thought the reaction to those down was phenomenal. It's a really strong display.
I didn't. The pleasing thing for me, I mean, it looks like a reaction, but I thought we started really well. We gave away 2 soft goals from our point of view. Generally lately we've been super strong defensively, and I thought we'd started really well. I thought we created chances. We looked to threat on more at the beginning on the counter, which can happen here, of course. Our tactical idea was good when we won the ball back. Forcing them back was good. And then you can't believe, well, look, you have to believe it. You 2-0 down, but I'm scratching my head at that point. I'm going, how on earth are we 2-0 down here? But they took their chances. And from then on in, I thought we were absolutely outstanding. And I mean, I'm pushing, 11 months now. And out of all the performances we've had, that's arguably one of the most I'm proud of. I think the players were absolutely superb. Everything about it, the defensive response, apart from the moments I mentioned, the defensive responsibility, some fantastic defending in the second half when we're going for it. The change in play, the way we played, asking questions, mixing our play, the value in the players' performances physically. I mean, that's bizarrely, you come away with nothing, and yet that's as good as a performance as I'm trying to get the players to expect from themselves, not just from me. And I think that was an outstanding performance.
He must be with Andrew Gomez. I mean, first minutes this season, competitively, he's put a performance like that.
Yeah, very pleased for him. He's had a real tough time with it. I made it clear when he came back to us about in pre-season, I wanted him to be part of us and what we do. He made it clear he wants to try and do that. Then his really frustrating period, I also wanted him to complete his kind of rehab with 90 minutes. He agreed to do that, which he did. And putting him on today, I've got to be honest, it was a bit too early, but obviously it was stretched. We're looking, going, right, which way should we go about this? And I thought it was excellent. I thought the way he adapted to the game after the first 7 or 8 minutes, I thought was excellent. And his adaptability within the role as well. He played higher up, then he dropped in. And some of his passing was excellent today. But there were so many today. I've got to be honest, you could start going through the whole team today. I thought the level of performance today was absolutely excellent in my opinion.
Sure. We'll just go there and then we'll come to you.
Can you just talk us through your reading of the very, very last action when Danjuma hits the bar? It looked like it might have gone in or maybe not. Just your emotions around that.
Well, I presume the referee's watch would buzz if the ball went in, regardless of it, whether it's a goal or not. I presume that would happen, so therefore I can only presume it didn't go in. It looked like on the replay that it might have gone in, but I presume the watch would have went. He flags for offside, I presume. Equally, I'm not sure. For Beto, I think. But then you'd argue, is he interfering? Is he not interfering? And then it's a definite corner, and we don't even get the corner, which was a bit surprising. Well, it wasn't that surprising, I suppose. It was like, no, that is everyone in the stadium can see it's deflected off for a corner. We don't get a corner. So, anyways, that's the way it goes. We just hope over a season it balances up.
John, I just wanted to ask, the goal that gets ruled out, do you think you'd get something out of the game if that...
Well, you've got to think it's got to have an effect because of how well we were playing and the feeling in the stadium. I think the Tottenham fans were probably thinking, these are playing really well. They couldn't get their usual grip of the game. We forced turnovers many, many times today, which was good from our point of view. And I think the feeling in the stadium would have been for us in the sense, not for us. You know what I mean? It gets nervous, when we're playing so strongly. But you never know. Look, I mean, you can't. I've got no crystal ball, but goals change games. They don't just change the scoreline; they change the whole feel of a game. And I would have been thinking that we had very strong chance at that stage of going on at least getting something from the game.